In the last video on this channel, I covered the easiest games for achievements on Game Pass for the month of August. As achievement hunters, we all love easy achievements and boosting our gamer score for everyone to see. However, many of us do grow tired of easy games, and we do like to challenge ourselves to make our profiles even more impressive. That is why today we will be covering some of the hardest achievements in games that are available right now on Xbox Game Pass. Before we dive in, make sure to subscribe and turn on that notification bell for more achievement videos every single week. First on our list is arriving from one of my favourite games, Limbo. On the surface, this achievement doesn't sound too daunting. All that is required for you to do for this achievement is a simple task of completing a game in a single session, which on average is 4 hours long, and dying only 5 times or less. Nothing a little practice and a can-do attitude can't overcome. But take it from 98.1% of Limbo players that don't have this achievement. It's not quite as easy as it sounds. Even with experience, Limbo remains a deceptively challenging game, despite its simplistic appearance. Next up is a game that is part of a series which has notoriously hard achievements. Gears of War 5 is the newest entry in the franchise, and again brings us some of the most ridiculous achievements we have ever seen in video games. The Seriously series of Gears of War achievements is nothing new, but that doesn't mean they're getting any easier. You'll have to complete the insane level campaign, master horde and escape launch maps, get 20 re-ups, and reach the level of general in a tour of duty. Basically, get ready to sacrifice a significant portion of the next 12 months to Gears of War. When you shouted enough obscenities that you're creating new ones out of thin air, maybe, just maybe, you'll get closer to the goal. Again, our next title is another Xbox first-party title. I don't know what it is with Xbox and hard achievements, but their studios love making us achievement hunters sweat for them. This one should have no introduction, but as for the benefit of everyone who isn't up to speed with the adventures of Halo, Lasso stands for Legendary All Skulls On. This is the hardest difficulty mode with all additional modifiers activated. What those actually do varies somewhat from game to game, but typically you'll be dealing with stronger, more aggressive enemies, no HUD, less ammo, reduced or no checkpoints, and a whole lot of other stipulations to make this a very bad time indeed. Only predictably, this is the rarest out of all 700 achievements in the Master Chief Collection by some margin, with only the individual Lasso achievements and a handful of multiplayer achievements even coming close. Now, a game that I've tried countless times to 100% and still have had no luck accomplishing is Wolfenstein 2. Mein Leben difficulty isn't unlocked until you beat the game once, although you're going to need a lot of experience in order to get through this. You see, Mein Leben cranks everything up to its hardest possible setting, then gives you just 1 life and no saves. Although you can beat the new Colossus in under 4 hours, this is going to be an incredibly stressful time, and there are some pretty notable choke points where a run can just die. You need bucket loads of knowledge and skill to progress here, and a steely resolve for when you inevitably get booted back to the title screen. Unsurprisingly, it's another 0.01% unlock on Xbox, and even the brave troops of True Achievements can only claw that up to 0.14%. Next up is a pretty silly named game, but don't let that title fool you into a false sense of security. I Am Fish is brought to us by the same creators of I Am Bread, and that game is already notorious within the achievement hunting community for being stupidly difficult. The physics in these games are outrageous, and I Am Fish just takes this to another level. You will control a fish inside of a glass bowl and must wiggle your tail and steer the ball to get to the ocean. There are so many stupidly difficult achievements throughout this game, which include completing all levels without dying, getting all collectibles, and even doing miscellaneous challenges. The I Am Iron Fish is certainly the hardest achievement available in the game so far, and requires you to complete every level without dying once. So far with this achievement, only 0.01% of people have unlocked this achievement, with only 33 people completing the game completely. Our final game of our list today is by yet another Xbox studio. I am sure Xbox have it out for us achievement fans and want us to prove our mettle to get the 100% completions. Rare Replay is an amalgamation of the classic Rare games that define the studio over their years of history within video games. You can expect classic titles from Jetpack to Battletoads and everything in between. These are beloved titles and are stupidly enjoyable to play through, that's if you're not going for the achievements in this game. Stampers Forever is the rarest achievement in the game, with only 0.01% of players conquering this massive feat. This achievement requires players to get every one of the 330 stamps in the game. It does sound pretty simple, doesn't it? However, this not only has difficult challenges to complete within each title, but will also take players hundreds of hours of in-game time to complete. This is certainly one I won't be trying anytime soon, but if you're mad enough to try this, then feel free to keep us updated in the comments below. What is your hardest achievement that you've unlocked so far? Let me know down in the comments below and impress us all with your hard work. Remember to like the video and subscribe if you're new. I will be covering and recording myself going for some of these hard achievements across Xbox, so stay tuned for that in the coming week. My name is Fletcher, and I will see you all in the next video.